Okay, welcome back. We're continuing our look at this exercise. We're starting at number 15. I want to begin with Northeast. Northeast, can you pronounce this word for me? Yeah, this word here. Or this word here, this word. Or this is, or listen to how I pronounce it. All right, don't look at this right here. Don't look at this, just follow me, just follow. This is Hivdi. Hivdi. Say that for me. Hivdi. 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 Say that. That's correct. Say it again. Hivdi. Elohim. Say Elohim. Bain. Say Bain. 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 Haor. Haor. Or. Haor. Uvain. 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 Ha-Hoshet. Okay. Hivdil or Hivdil, Elohim, Vain, Haor, Uvain, Ha-Hoshet. Hivdil, Elohim, Vain, Haor, Uvain, Ha-Hoshet. Oh, I'm not even finished yet. Sorry. This is the longest one. Bain, say Bain. Ayom, Ayom. Uvain, Uvain. Ha-Layla. Okay, let's go through it from start to finish. Hivdil, Elohim, Bain, Haor, Uvain, Ha-Hoshet. Bain, Ayom, Uvain, Ha-Layla. Now, since we're focusing on the conjunction, I'll be looking at the conjunction. First of all, notice that when the conjunction comes before a labial letter, and Beth is a labial letter, it has the form of Shurek, long U, like in flute, U. Notice again, when it comes before a labial letter, it has the form of Shurek, U. Okay, so that is what this sentence is to illustrate. In English, it is translated as God divided between the light and between the darkness, between the day and between the night. Now, in a standard English translation, we wouldn't use so many betweens, but I've done a literal word by word translation. Hivdil, Elohim, Bain, Haor, Uvain, Ha-Hoshet, Bain, Hayom, Uvain, Ha-Layla. All right. Moving on to number 16. Isha, it's your time. Can you say the first? Can you say the sentence that ends right here? Ends right here. Yes. accent mark is? The accent mark is up here, right at the top. So you'll emphasize the Dalek. Lo, if, dilu, continue. Ha-anashim. Ha-ra'im. Yeah. Okay, good. So, lo, ifdilu, ha-anashim, hara'im, bain, atov, ubain, hara. Lo. Lo. That is ifdilu. Ifdilu. Yes. Okay. Now, I'm just illustrating the conjunction, so let me go to the conjunction. Or notice, who before a labial letter is how the conjunction is going to be written. Because the rule is that when you put the conjunction before a letter that is pronounced by your lips, left, then it will have the form of shurek or long u, u. This is translated as the evil men did not distinguish between the good and between the evil. Okay, Orain Ricketts, your time.
That is me kafane.
Or you pronounce it nai, katonai.
Me kafane. Bashanai. Bashamanai.
Bashamayim.
Bashamayim.
Notice the accent mark. Bashamayim. Bashamayim. Umi. Umi. Israel. This is a sin. This is a sin, not a shin. Israel. Ba'aretz. This is a segol, short isa. Now let's look at the conjunction. Notice that the conjunction comes before mem. And what kind of letter is mem? How do you pronounce mem? You pronounce your mem with the labials or lips. Labials means lips. You pronounce the mem with the lips. So the letter that is pronounced with the lips takes a shurek before it if you're going to use a conjunction before it. So this is why it's not we, but u. Mi katunai bashamayim, umi ke Yisrael ba'aretz. This is who is like the Lord in the heavens, and who is like Israel in the earth. Number 18, Maxi.
Bara, Elohim, Shamayim, Ra'aris.
Okay, that's it. Bara, Elohim, Shamayim, Wa'aretz. Now notice, when the conjunction comes before an accented syllable, the simple shawa under the waw becomes a kames a, ah. That's why you have this, wa, aretz. And it joins together two things, shamayim, aretz. Shamayim means heavens, aretz means earth. God created heavens and earth. Okay, Northeast, it's your time. You can read this for us, word by word. First of all, what's this word? Correct. Toby. What's this? Continue. Waka. Kami. Waka kami. Waka kami. Yes. Adevari. Adevari. All right, catching on. Now notice, when the conjunction comes before a guttural letter, and under the guttural letter you have a composite schwa, it is going to take the same short vowel that is in the composite schwa. What's the name of this short vowel, Northeast? The short vowel here. Just this horizontal line here, not the dots, just the horizontal line. It's a short vowel, but what do we call it in Hebrew? It's a short up, it's patak, patak. So since there is a patak as a part of the composite schwa, you will put the same patak under the waw. And this is why you don't have we, but you have wa. That's another rule. Okay, let us move on. Or it wasn't even finished.
Before you go, in the sentence 18, number 18.
Yeah.
Since we know Bereshit will be leading, so if I put Bereshit, Bara, Elohim, Shammai, Rakaras, is it going to be leading the prayer?
It would be that if you put the definite article ha before Shammai. Ha, Shammai. I don't have that definite article there, I just have heavens. But if you added Bereshit at the beginning and added the definite article ha to it, you would have Genesis chapter 1 verse 1 in the Hebrew Bible. Bereshit means in the beginning. I just realized that the sentence wasn't finished. All right, so let me move on here. Another part of the sentence is this. Asher, Deber, Ha-Navi, Ha-Zaken, El-Hamelech. Okay, that's it. So the total sentence is Tovim, Wak-Kakamim, Ayu, Adevarim, Asher, Deber, Hanavi, Hazaken, El Hamelech. This is the words were good and wise, which the old prophets spoke unto the king. Okay, so let me see if there's anything else. No, that's it. Okay, so let me move on. Number 20. Whose turn is it? I forgot. You sure? Number 20. Yatha, Ha'atham, yes, yeah, Kal, yes, mm-hmm, me, Ha'etz, yes, Bagan. Okay, now let's see. Notice that when you have the conjunction before a one-syllable word, a word that just has one syllable, there's only one place where the accent can go, and that is over that one syllable. So even though you do not see an accent over ra, it is accented, and the rule concerning conjunctions going before an accented syllable is that it needs to have kames a. Wa, ra, wa, ra. All right, let's see now. This is translated, the man knew good and evil because he ate from the tree which was in the garden. Okay, number 21, arrange your time. Amara. This means that you pause here before you read on. So Amara. Yeah, again you pause. Isha. Yes. Al-Sekenim. Ba'u. Anashim. May Israel. Ba-Layla. Uba. Boker. Yaseu. Ha'ir. All right, good. Now let us look for the conjunction. Where are you? Okay, here is the conjunction. Notice that when you have a conjunction coming before a labial letter, it becomes a shure. Good. Any other conjunctions? I don't see anymore. Okay, let's move on. I'm just using this to illustrate conjunctions. Was that Orin? Yeah. Maxine, your time. Or number 21. Oh, this was a translation from the woman said unto the elders, men came from Israel in the night, and in the morning they went out from the city. Now 22.
Lo,
Yes.
היה מלך בישראל ושמואל הנביא היה ראש לעם.
Good. Lo haya melech Yisrael hu Shemuel hanavi haya rosh la'am. Let's look for the conjunctions. When you have a conjunction coming before a word and the first syllable of that word has a simple shua, the general rule is that it should become a shure. You have your exceptions, but that's a general rule. You can't have two simple shuas together. So this is why you have a shure. Let's see. Don't say anymore. There was not a king in Israel, and Samuel the prophet was head for the people. Or another translation is, a king was not in Israel, and Samuel the prophet was head for the people. Okay. Now, I thought it was finished. Let's continue. Let me check the time. All right, good. Number 23. Your time again, Narcisse. Yes. Ha ketosha. Yes. Yes.
What?
Ka. Yeah. What? Ka. Kama. All right. So let's see. When you have a conjunction coming before a syllable that has a composite schwa, the conjunction will take the same short vowel that you have in the composite schwa. That's why you don't have we, but you have wa. The patak that was under the pet is put under the waw also. And it is translated as, in the holy city, an old and wise woman dwelt. Isha your time. You can say Apunai.
Apunai.
Who?
Elohim. Umelek. Basha.
Bashamai. Notice the accent.
Bashamai. Uvares.
Correct. Now notice, when you have a conjunction before a labial letter, it becomes a shure. When you have a conjunction before a labial letter, it becomes a shure. This is translated as, the Lord, He is God and King in the heavens and in the earth. We're coming in for landing with the translation. Now, Orain your time. Number 25. Yes? Uh-huh. Let Israel. Yes? Yes? Nevi'im. Betolim. Who? Uketoshi. Okay. Let's look at this. When you have a conjunction before a letter that has a simple schwa, since two simple schwas cannot go together, this conjunction has to change to shure. This is the ordinary way to write the conjunction. When you have the conjunction coming before a letter that starts with a simple schwa, the conjunction has to become a shure. That's why you have shure here. The Lord gave to Israel a good and great land, and also great and holy prophets. Okay, your time, Maxine. Okay. Let's look for conjunctions. Well, this time I don't see it. What is the word which God spoke unto the prophet? Okay, nor cease your time again. Very good. Very good. Ubekol, yes. This is Kamas Katuf, which is O. Ubekol, yes.
Lo, Aya,
Good. Now notice when a conjunction comes before a letter that is a labial letter, pronounced with the lips, it becomes shure. And in all the city there was not a good man. Okay. Now what remains in the approximately 20 minutes we have left before I give you a break We're going to prepare for test number 2 on the conjunction. Preparation for test number 2, how to write the conjunction. Now this is taken from lesson 20 entitled, How to Write the Conjunction. So, you're going to be tested on the rules governing how to write the conjunction. Now the conjunction and is vowel that is attached to the beginning of a word. It has the simple schwa under it ordinarily. Vowel and the simple schwa pronounced we. There are exceptions to this rule, which will be looked at later in the lesson. So rule number 1, governing how to write the conjunction. This is what you will be tested on next week, Thursday, God permitting. Ordinarily, the conjunction is written like this, where, for example, a thumb, a man, where a thumb and a man. Sus, a horse, where sus and a horse. Still on rule number 1. Ha a thumb, the man, where ha a thumb and the man. Jesus, the horse, where Jesus and the horse. So that's rule number 1. Ordinarily, you write the conjunction as a vowel with the 2 dots, one on top of the over the other, pronounced way. Yes. The second rule is, this is rule number 2A, section A. When the conjunction is attached to the beginning of a word whose first letter has a schwa, as Shemuel, then since the word cannot begin with 2 schwas, as we, which is 1 schwa, she, a second schwa, we Shemuel, the vowel takes the form u, and it is u Shemuel, u Shemuel. So 2 schwas cannot stand side by side together. So when that happens, the simple schwa underneath the vowel drops out, and you put a dot in the middle of the vowel to form the long vowel shurek, pronounced oo, pronounced oo. 2 schwas cannot begin a word. There has to be some change when you have that situation. Rule 2, section B. Before the labials, letters pronounced with both lips pressed together and released. Beth, b, b. Mem, m. Hey. These are labial letters pronounced with the lips. Labials means lips. So before the labials, letters pronounced with both lips pressed together and released. Beth, mem, hey. The conjunction also takes the form shurek, oo, oo. For example, bane, between, oo vein, and between. Notice you don't say we vein. Since the beth is a labial letter pronounced with the lips, you say oo vein, and between. Note well, the dagesh lene in beth drops out and becomes beth because a vowel oo comes immediately before it. So that's Rule 2, Section B. Examples of Rule 2, Section B are Moses. You have Moshe. Moshe. And Moses is Moshe. Moshe. Mem is a labial letter. Moshe. Moshe. Here, Po. Pe in Po is a labial letter. So when you have and here, it is Ufo. Not Wefo, but Ufo. Pe is a labial letter. Note well, the Dagesh Lene in Pe drops out because a vowel, Shurek, U, comes immediately before it. Thus, before Shawa, that is a syllable that in the beginning of the word it has Shawa, and before a word that starts with a labial letter, whether it is Beth, Mem, or Pe, the conjunction is Shurek or U. So the first rule is, ordinarily a conjunction is written as Waw with the simple Shawa under it, pronounced We. The second rule is that when you have a word beginning with a simple Shawa, or when you have a word beginning with a labial letter, the conjunction We changes to the long vowel Shurek, U. Rule number 3, governing how to speak and write the conjunction. When a conjunction is placed before a word beginning with Ye, the Yod becomes silent, or as the Hebrew grammars say, the Yod quiesces, and Shawa changes into a vowel. Thus, you have Yehutha, meaning Judah, and Judah is Wehutha. Notice the simple Shawa under the Yod drops out, and the simple Shawa under the Waw becomes a vowel, and there is a uniting of the Yod and the dot underneath the Waw, giving you the long vowel, long Pirik, the long I sound as in machine. Wehutha, or Yerushalayim, Jerusalem, and Jerusalem, Yerushalayim. Yerushalayim. So, rule number 3, when a conjunction is placed before a word that begins with Ye, the Yod is silent, and the Shawa is changed so that there is a long vowel that is formed. We. Number 4, rule number 4, when a conjunction is placed before a composite Shawa, the simple Shawa changes to the corresponding short vowel that is found in the composite Shawa. For example, Ani. Notice that in Ani, you have Patak under Aleph. And I is not We Ani, but the Patak that is under Aleph, you also place a Patak under the Waw. So you have Wa instead of We. Wa Ani. Similar thing happens with Edom, Ethol. And Edom, you take the segol that is in the composite Shawa underneath the guttural letter, the first letter of the word, Ethol, and you place the segol right under the Waw, We Ethol. An exception to number 4 is rule number 5, and that is Elohim. when the conjunction comes before Elohim, the Aleph further quiesces, the Segol, the composite Shua, drops out, and the simple Shua is lengthened to a Sireh, a long E sound, T-H-E-Y, E as in faith, Welohi. Rule number 7, I have skipped rule number 6 because I want you to focus on rules 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 7. Rule number 6 will not be used in the text. So I want you to focus on learning all the rules except rule number 6. That is why in this slide I've jumped from rule number 5 to rule number 7. Rule number 7. When the conjunction stands immediately before the accented syllable, especially when it connects a pair of words, it is wa. So, day and night, yom wa layla. Good and evil, tov wa ra. Light and darkness, or wa hoshek. Notice that there is commas A under each of the waw, and that is because the rule says when it comes before a word that the first syllable of that word is accented, then the conjunction has to have the commas A, underneath it. And it joins two things together. Two things together. So when the conjunction stands immediately before the accented syllable, especially when it connects a pair of words, it is wa. Okay, so prepare for test number 2. How to write the conjunction on Thursday, October 17, 2019, God willing. Review the rules governing the writing of the conjunction. Well, I have it right here on this slide. Found in Hebrew lesson number 20, how to write the conjunction. And the source of this information is from J. Wine Green, A Practical Grammar for Classical Hebrew, 2nd edition, pages 42 and 43. Okay. Do you have any question on what I have shared with you today? Anything that you want me to go over before we finish? There's about 8 minutes before I give you the break at 12:20. No, at 11:20. Okay, then I'm going to let you out early then. We'll have a break and we will resume at 11:30 for the 3rd year class, World Religions, in which we're looking at the New Age movement. I'll be completing part 1 and starting part 2 today and finishing part 2 tomorrow, God willing. Okay, viewers, I'm glad that you could join us on the internet, and I hope that you have understood at least some of what is said.